What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. In today's video, man, I got something kind of different, something that I kind of wanted to do over the last couple of days, just talking with the homies, live streaming here from you guys in stream. And one of the things that, I took notice over the last couple of days is how much shit pisses me off in Call of Duty. And that's what this video is all about, man. Going over the worst playstyles, the worst things that Call of Duty has done, the worst ideas Call of Duty's had, everything to do with Call of Duty, the worst of its worst. And we're going over it in this video right now. So, how this list is going to be determined is by how angry this shit makes me when I see it in game. Now, this list is obviously biased because it's my list and it's my opinions. So if you have a different opinion on the matter, let me know down below because I'm curious to see what you guys think of all these things. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Number one. Now, this is in no particular order. This is just as I'm thinking of them on the list. Number one is going to be riot shields and any combination of the three of the following: shotguns, launchers, and any type of melee weapon. I hate those combinations, man. Why? Does Call of Duty add shields every year? Shields, for one, aren't tactically good in real life. There's a reason shields are not used in a whole lot of situations in war or even police situations. If you actually look back through history, there's honestly not all that many shields being used heavily in police situations or military situations. They're good for rioting, when rioters have maybe paintball guns or something, or airsoft guns, or they're using melee weapons. Then shields are great because you have a bunch of shields in a line and they kind of can push the hostile people down. But they're terrible for ballistic because most people don't know this. Ballistic protection is not that great in terms of how many times it can get hit and be used. Just like a plate carrier in a vest, right? You get shot by a 5.56 or a 7.62 to the chest, even with a plate carrier, that plate carrier is now invalid, okay? It is no longer usable, right? One round of those high caliber rounds is gonna fuck those plate carriers up, and it's gonna break some of your ribs. So it's not even going to fully protect you. It's just to stop the bullet from penetrating your skin and damaging key points of organs and stuff. Same with shields. Shields only last for so long. After a certain amount of bullets, they're no longer usable, right? Because we don't have anything that's truly bulletproof, right? We have bullet defenses, things that can hinder bullets, like bulletproof glass is really good at stopping bullets. But even bulletproof glass will eventually break, right? It can't withstand a shit ton of rounds continuously. Number two, TikTokers. Now, this is something that is debatable in different ways because I do post TikTok as well. But the people who are only content creating through TikTok, who stream through TikTok, who upload videos through TikTok, who then think they are content creators, these are oftentimes people in lobbies that have TikTok on their name, or they're super toxic, or they're always doing trick shotting. And I just think it's cringe because I'm gonna be real, as a Twitch streamer, as a YouTuber, sorry, TikTok is not real content creation. I have a hot take on that, and that's fine. But I don't think of TikTokers as equivalent or as equal to YouTubers, Twitch streamers, even Kick streamers, right? Or even Facebook streamers, right? I'm sorry, I just don't think that's a balance because TikTok is such a random situation. It's completely random whether or not you make it or successful or not. Meanwhile, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and all them take some very serious time and money and resources and blood, sweat, and tears to actually be successful. Number three, trick shotters. Now, this is kind of weird because I have a lot of trick shotting friends. But my thing is, it's the people who are toxic trick shotters. People who just go for a trick shot once in a while, that's whatever. I do that. The people who only go for trick shotters are toxic because they truly do believe that trick shotting takes skill. And again, maybe a hot take, but it's kind of the truth because it's science, and science never lies, right? Science is pretty much always accurate, if not every time it's accurate. When you're trick shotting, there's nothing you can do to make those shots hit. Nothing. No amount of pressure or attachments or skill in the universe will help you hit those trick shots. You know why? Because not only are you spinning in a circle shooting in a random direction, right? you are also relying on the weapon to hit the target, okay? Snipers, especially in the modern ages, back in the old days, it's a little different because back in the old days, it was a little more arcadey, so it was a little more accurate for no-scoping. But in modern era, Call of Duty has very, 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 very complex shooting mechanic systems in place. So getting trick shots is actually quite hard because the guns don't shoot the same direction every single time. They don't. So in that case, I hate trick shotters. I hate seeing them because they always get my team killed. They always get me killed. They never win the round. They're always dying. They're usually negative on the bottom of the team. And it's just not a good experience. Number 4, I believe. That will be any type of shotgun user, fire shotgun user, incendiary round user, uses incendiary round bullets for rifles. That entire section is awful, and I wish it just didn't exist. There's not much I can say to that other than that. I just wish it didn't exist. Number 5, SBMM, EOMM. For those who don't know what those are, SBMM is skill-based matchmaking, and I think EOMM stands for like something matchmaking. I don't remember. It's like some type of like electronical based matchmaking or something. Basically, EOMM will basically nerf you, change your damage per second in game. It will affect your lobbies. It basically affects every finite detail of the game. SBMM will affect how your matches are. I'm sure everybody by this point has heard of SBMM, skill-based matchmaking. That basically just determines your lobbies. So like if you're someone like me, you're gonna get absolutely butt fucked in a lobby by cheaters and by stripe hackers. And if you're someone who is brand new to the game, they're going to hold your hand, they're going to babysit you the whole time and make sure you have a good time. Number 6, battle passes and seasonal update systems and mechanics revolving seasonal updates. So, battle passes, in my opinion, are worse than supply drops. I know some people in the comments are finna get mad at me for this, but I'm sorry, supply drops were better in every single way. And that goes for everything for seasonal, right? The OG prestige system is better than the seasonal prestige system every single time, in every single way. Seasonal content is less superior than the DLC-based content we've had in prior years, okay? When we had holiday updates, I think is what they classified them in previous years before the seasonal system became into effect. We used to get Christmas, Halloween, Easter, St. Patty's Day, Halloween, I think I said that already, and we had some other smaller holidays that we would get, like Chinese New Year sometimes, like 4th of July updates. And those updates would require and give out more resources and more time and effort to grind, and they give better rewards for your time and effort to grind than the seasonal updates we have currently in the game. And that's because I think they're just lazy nowadays, right? Seasonal updates give them an excuse to put out less content over a wider amount of time than doing big updates like once every 2 months or so, because it depends on the holiday, right? So if that year had, say, there's more holidays closer together for some odd reason, say the dates are different, then you'd have more updates closer together. And other times you'd have updates that were farther apart, depending on the holiday and depending on the updates and that. And then we had also the DLC updates back then that had the DLC map packs that also brought new guns, new camos, such and such and such and such. Now, why did I say battle passes are worse than supply drops? Well, this is why. Battle passes give on average about 100, 120 items, okay, on average. Sometimes they're a little higher, sometimes they're a little lower, and about half those items are things that we don't give a fuck about. Stickers, calling cards, skins for random shit like grenades or shit like that. Or COD points for bundles, right? But you only get, I think, 1,200 COD points per bundle, per battle pass, I think it is. I think it's enough for another battle pass. Supply drops, on the other hand, were a lot different. Supply drops, a lot of times when there was new content added to supply drops, you would actually end up getting even more items than you would get in a battle pass. Reasoning. Because the supply drops were more, in a way, rigged. Now, yes, they are rigged, but I'm someone who grinded a shit ton of Call of Duty World War II, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Mastered, all the games in that era. Now, Ghost didn't have supply drops, but it was like the game right before that era, so I just, I'm counting that in that era. But in that era of supply drops, I grinded a lot. And I never had issues getting supply drops, like new guns, or getting supply drops in general, right? But getting the new guns, getting the new content, never had an issue. minus Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 and 3 had the worst supply drop systems beyond a reasonable doubt. Because of their mechanics, they didn't offer a lot of ways to get guns other than the supply drops. World War II had challenges, armory credits. Infinite Warfare had seasonal pass. If you get the season pass, you get all the guns instantly. And then you also had challenges as well. Modern Warfare Remastered, you had salvage. I now doubt it. I do think the salvage system in Modern Warfare Remastered was worse than World War II. People are saying otherwise is because they're dick riding that game because it's Raven Software and Treyarch and all that, but it's just had a worse system, right? And then I think Advanced Warfare was not too bad. Advanced Warfare didn't have challenges or anything for new DLC weapons, but that game had purchasable DLC weapons as well as regular DLCs, and the regular DLCs weren't that bad to get out supply drops. I'm only for Siege Master, like, I think 2 or 3 on that game on PS5 and PS4, and I got all the guns in the game, pretty much, except for some of the blueprints that I want, but otherwise, like, all the base guns in the game I have. Now, on top of all that, Battle Passes offer about 120 items, let's say. Let's be gracious and say 120 items per battle pass, right? 20 tiers, 5 things per tier. So when they updated a game for battle, like for the supply drops, I don't know why that fucking just left my brain right there, but we're leaving that in. I'm not editing that out. Sometimes the supply drop updates, they would add upwards to 300 plus items an update. Black Ops 4 and 3, and I think World War II were some of the 3 games that I know for a fact. A lot of times they would add 300 plus items every time they update the game. I think now in BO4 there's like 4,000 items or something in the supply system you can get, which is absolutely insane. World War II had even more because they had like camos for each set of guns, and they had like calling cards, and they had blueprints and all this craziness, right? So that's why I think that is bad. Then I'm number 6 now, I think I'm on, which is going to be any type of corner camping LMG user. This can go for any gun too. If you're corner camping with an AR, SMG, doesn't matter, right? Anyone that corner camps, but specifically the LMG guys that sit in the back of their spawns, mount it up with an LMG with the 5x optics, and then just sit there. Why? Why pay all the money for the game and you're gonna sit there like that? All right? Why you bitch? Why you be like that? Number 7. Any type of hardscoper or tactical player, milsim players, go play a milsim game. Call of Duty has never been, never will, and never should be a milsim game. Okay, this idea that Call of Duty needs to be historically accurate, needs to be realistic, needs to be a milsim is dumb. Okay, it's dumb. So it's an arcade shooter. It's classified as an arcade shooter in the gaming genre. That's how it should be. It's an arcade FPS. Okay, that's what it should be. Arcade just means craziness. Arcade is literally just exosuits. Okay, it's about being insane, about being unique and different and fun. Like, Titanfall 2 was an arcade shooter, right? Halo is an arcade shooter. Everyone loves Halo. Why can't Call of Duty be like that? Why can't it be just fun and different and unique? And why does it have to be a milsim? If you want a milsim, you got DayZ, you got Tarkov, you got Arma, you got Squad, you got Hell Let Loose, you got all these other milsim style games out there that are coded directly to your needs. Go play those games. Stop camping in a corner, hard scoping with a sniper rifle, thinking you're an US Marine Corps sniper. You're not. Okay, it's Call of Duty, bro. Quick scope or put down the sniper. It's pretty simple. Number 8, any type of Warzone fanatic, Warzone player, go away. No one likes you, bro. Go away. Warzone's trash. Please just stop. I can't tell you how many times I've ran into Warzone players in multiplayer who have no fucking clue the world's spinning. They're looking at walls. They don't know how to build classes. They don't know how to play the maps. Like, it's like, bro, you play Warzone, you should have a better understanding of the game's core mechanics, but you somehow don't. So go either play Warzone or play a different game. Or learn Call of Duty multiplayer. It's that simple. It doesn't take rocket science to learn this game, bro. I know I might sound like a dick, but it really doesn't. I have videos on my channel going over exactly how to play the multiplayer. Go for it. Number 9. Any type of I buy store bundles, but I don't want to buy the black cells because the black cells are $30, but I'm okay with spending $20 for a bundle players. This is obviously a specific one. It's something I've been running into a lot recently with certain players where they'll bitch about the black cells, but they'll spend $20 a pop every week on new bundles. Don't support the game by buying bundles if you don't want to support content that's actually worth supporting, okay? People need to realize this too. Like, it takes money to make items in the game. That's why they have you pay extra for those items, right? Those ACR blueprints in the store, those Godzilla blueprints in the store, they cost thousands of dollars to make on average. Probably around $1,000, I'd say. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending on the skins and the crossovers, right? Like those Doom crossovers probably cost them millions, right, to get the rights to make those games skins. So keep that in mind when you're buying these skins, that you're basically paying, not necessarily even Activision, you're also paying for the rights to own those skins in the game. Okay, that's what they have. They pay for that in ahead of advance. Now, that leads me to this. If you're going to spend $20 for a bundle that gives you, say, 4 items, 5 items, right? Save the $20, add $10 to it next week, and buy the Black Cell. That's tons of items, over $120 plus worth of content for $30. It just makes more sense, man. Don't waste money on blueprints, right? I have managed to buy a couple of the crossovers, like all the Rick Grimes crossovers. I have a couple of the other ones. I have like Firecracker, and I have all those bundles, and I didn't have to spend anything more than $30 for any of them because I have the Black Cells. The Black Cells, if you save your COD points, right? If you don't spend any COD points, you'll have around 3,000 after every Black Cell to spend. That's a free crossover. You don't have to pay $20 for it. Now, I say spend your money on whatever you want. If you want to spend your money on something, go for it. I'm just saying use common sense, right? Spend $30, get a shit ton of items, or spend $20 and get a couple items, right? Is that skin really worth it, or is it not? You know, think about that. But that's just my opinion on that. Number 10, I believe we're on. The kids who don't know how to build classes, so they put on things that don't make any sense. Okay? These guys are the ones that build ACRs with, like, ACOGs, but they put, like, no stock on their guns. Or they put a big-ass barrel, no stock. Or a stock that's, like, a big, heavy stock, and they put, like, no barrel. They just build guns like in the most dumbest ways. I hate those guys. Just take 2 seconds, read the stats, hit that L2 trigger button, man. I promise you it's gonna pull up a whole sheet of stats, and you can read the stats, man, and then you find the perfect build every single time, no problems. Number 11, probably my last one for this list because we're almost at 20 minutes already, and that is cheaters or stripe hackers, and the guys who use unlock tools and etc. 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 Okay, these are the guys that are using PCs to cheat with head glitching cheats or headshot cheats, not head glitching cheats, headshot glitches or wall hacks, aimbot, etc., etc., like jitter mods. This also includes the guys using Cronus Zens and stripe hacks and jitter mods. Using this, I saw a guy in a match just before recording this video using a jitter mod on a Glock 18 in the game, which is the Core 45. Or yeah, Core 45 is the Glock 18. I'm right. He was using a jitter mod on that, and it was going full auto. Very obvious he was cheating. Why? It's not fun. You're not cool. No one thinks you're cool. You're lame, and you're embarrassing to your entire family tree. So why are you cheating? Why are you using Cronus Zens? Why are you being absolute the bottomy, the fucking the sewers of the community? Why? Why do you do that? But with that being said, those are like the 11 top things that I think are the most annoying. I'll probably do another video on this if you guys want to see a part 2 of me going over some more things that I hate about Call of Duty and the decisions it makes, as well as the players and community. There's some oddly specific things that I can think of right now that I could probably do a part 2 on. So if you guys want to see that, leave a like down below, all that good stuff. I'll be live streaming probably tonight at some point, maybe. If not tonight, tomorrow. I'm going to keep streaming as much as I can. The montage, it should be coming out the next day or two. It depends on how long I get the clips. I only need like 2 more clips. 2 more minute clips, I think it is, for the montage to be complete. So that's a huge W. And then I'll be working on the next one immediately after that, because I've been having a lot of fun just going for clips, and I've been just enjoying the game, playing with like on stream with the boys and that. It's been fun. So, with that being said, man, I appreciate you guys watching this really long video. I'm trying to cut the videos down from 20 minutes to like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm trying to get in a more normal-based video style instead of these super long, like, video essay style videos. But yeah, love you guys. You're one of a kind, and I'll see you guys in the next video.